week, I said that Workhorse that said they would miss earnings expectations, but I said it also probably wouldn't matter, and it really didn't. I said if it could hold above $15 a share, Workhorse is still going to be in good shape, and at this point, it's still a very much hurry up and wait kind of situation. The reason being is because we're still waiting on that USPS deal, which I think would be huge for Workhorse if it actually goes through, but it's going to be a challenge for them. It's still a hurry up and wait. It's still very speculative, but I know that you guys wanted to know my thoughts on it, so I went ahead and gave it to you. Not much has changed, right? Not a whole lot's changed. So I really do need the drink every time I say that being said. That being said, let's go on to the next one, which is Fastly. Fell because of TikTok, and we knew that going into this coming week. TikTok is one of their largest clients, and with TikTok being potentially banned, if they don't get picked up by somebody, then that is going to be not good news for Fastly, but I think this is a really good opportunity, and I said this last week, to grab some cheap shares because Fastly is not going anywhere anytime soon. They're only going to continue to grow. Their client list is absolutely phenomenal, and even if one of their potential clients or one of their clients actually ends up picking up TikTok, which we'll get into in a second, I think this is going to do wonders for Fastly. So I don't think that running away from Fastly is a good idea. I think that running to it is going to be the play here. And sure enough, I mentioned that $74 and some change was where I saw support, and wouldn't you know it, it's exactly where it bounced off of this week. Went to as high as $82 and has maintained above that support. So I think that $75, $74 and some change is a really good support for Fastly. If you guys were able to grab some on that dip and catch that bounce, you guys should be very, very much in the green and feeling good about that. So Apple, I said 443 and below was a buy. Saw a bit of a pullback earlier in the week as we saw this, come back down, but then it shot right back up over 460. I think we could eventually see Apple to $500 per share before this split goes through, which is in a couple of weeks. So I think that this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Look, Apple's a buy till the cows come home, and the cows are never coming home, period. Okay, so I know that was probably kind of like a softball for me last week, but I still felt that, even with the major run-up on Apple, you could still buy this thing and make money last week. Sure enough, you were able to do that. Hopefully you were able to grab the dip. Penn National. Penn, I said that it was a good one to watch for, and I thought that it was going to pull back after its two huge boner candles we saw the last 2 weeks of the week before. So last Stock Watch Sunday, it was at $49 a share. I said it was going to probably pull back to the mid-40s, and I really would have bought it at 40 flat. It actually did come back to $45 a share and shot back up almost to $55 a share. I think we see $60 very soon. It could even happen this week. Penn National is a monster. It will continue to be a monster. I think that if you got into this early, obviously profit taking never hurt anybody, but holding on to this still seems like a very good idea. Sports are just now starting to get ramped back up. It was as if the cancellation of college football didn't even matter to Penn. And once that even comes back, which who knows, they're now talking about it coming back in the spring potentially, could be huge for Penn National. Then, when Brad was wrong, I said that Twitter should pop off this past week, and it did momentarily. It just kind of fizzled out. It popped up a couple dollars on Monday and really kind of fizzled out. Didn't do much of anything else. I mentioned that it would likely cross over $40 a share, and if it did, it should keep going. It just never made it to $40 a share. It's kind of a little bit of a letdown, but I think that it's worth keeping an eye on still because we still don't know whether this TikTok merger might happen with Twitter or it might happen with Microsoft. We just don't know, or it might not happen at all. So it'll be interesting to see. I think that Twitter is still very much in the running, so this is why you should continue to watch this, because if they somehow come to a deal, it could be huge for Twitter and Fastly. So as I mentioned before, I think that if Twitter is a client of Fastly's, so if Twitter hangs on the TikTok, Fastly has both of those clients, and then Fastly should continue to do extremely well. What's up, Eduardo? Welcome to the Chaos Crew. Thanks for joining. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, so there's where I was right, where I was wrong. 4 out of 5 ain't bad, right?